Cheers to 2026, dear friend. How are you? How are you really? And if you are here going, who are you? Let me introduce myself. My name is Petra Kolber, and I have been a speaker, an author. I have been in the world of fitness for 30 plus years, not so much now. I'm a DJ, and I am here to share with you and remind myself that it is never too late to create a life where you feel like you can flourish and thrive. And at the end of your day, whether it went perfectly or not, you feel proud. You feel proud because you showed up in the good and you didn't quit in the hard. A little backstory about myself. For many years, 30 plus years, I was a fitness expert, let's say. People called me that. I would never call myself an expert because I'm British. And then at the age of about 52, I found myself in New York City alone. I'll share that part when we get to know each other a little bit more. And I had to reinvent myself. I needed to remix my life. I needed to reconfigure who I wanted to be in the next decade and beyond. And so I decided not to go back into the world of fitness that felt very comfortable to me, and started rebuilding and remixing my career to become an author. I became a speaker. At the age of 56, I learned to DJ and DJ'd my first VIP party. I don't always recommend that. Like, you wouldn't normally want your first DJ gig to be in front of 500 people. I was lucky that it crushed, and at midnight we were still going. However, then at the age of about 58, right when COVID had been around for about a year, I took off solo for about 10 months. During my time in Europe, I got offered my first ever corporate job as a VP of personal development and mindset. We'll share that at another time. And then around 60, I got laid off for the first time. Welcome to the corporate world. Then at 61, I went back to DJing, and here I am now at the age of 62, really reflecting on what energizes me and the people I coach and what holds us back. And at the end of the day, what I've been thinking about over the holidays, it really comes down to this idea of when we think about something we haven't done yet, whether it's that dream that you put aside because you're waiting for the time that you had more time, or it was the romantic partner that you've been searching for, or a vegetable garden that you've been wanting to do, or traveling solo for the first time that you never got around to. The difference for me between sitting more in the rumination of, is it too late? Is it worth it? Is it going to work out? Or am I going to go for this regardless if it works out perfectly or not, is two things. Number one, who do I become in the process? And number two, one thing I'm going to invite you to think about today as we hopefully enter this partnership together in life is, instead of asking yourself every time something really important and meaningful pops up for you, instead of asking yourself, what is the worst thing that could happen? You start asking yourself, what if this could go better than I could possibly imagine? So what can you expect from Never Too Late? Well, you can expect me to show up once a week. That's my promise to you. And eventually, you'll also be seeing me DJ live here. My goal is, let me show you right over there. Let me see, try to do a smooth pan. Oh, that white table, you can't see because it's in cinematic mode. Anyway, that is my DJ setup. And starting very soon as I can figure out how to get the audio out into my phone or my computer and out to you on the other end in a way that sounds really, really good, because the last thing you want to listen to is bad audio quality. You'll forgive video more than you'll forgive audio. The minute I've got that figured out, I'm going to be going live probably once a week, I think on a Friday, and it'll be happening on this channel. So that's another thing you can expect from me. Really what I want to do during this year, through the year of 2026, and hopefully beyond, but definitely for the year of 2026, show you and share with you the truth of what it takes to commit to taking action even when you're scared. The truth of what it takes to have that Instagram, the highlight reel on Instagram, but what it really takes, those thousands of hours of the unknowing, of second guessing yourself, and how do we show up for ourselves and then show up for others, especially when we're not feeling sure of the outcome. Is it going to be worth the effort? No one can tell us that. Is it going to work out? No guarantees. Are people going to be interested? Not our responsibility. one thing that is our responsibility is to create a life and do work that excites us, that allows us to be our best selves, because then we'll bring our best self into each day. And I want to also share and document my process of learning and getting better at DJing, at cinematography, at this YouTube channel. Right now, I'm on my iPhone, the iPhone 13, I think. I have, I'll lift this up. This is it's what receiving my audio right now, and the other one's strapped inside here, precariously balancing. Now, I also have incredible equipment that I have purchased. Some of this equipment I purchased 4 years ago when I was going off to Europe on my own to be a digital nomad for 10 months. I bought this incredible camera and this beautiful lens. Do you think I know how to use them? Nope. So I also want to share with you my process as I move from an iPhone to a real camera, to maybe moving my background, to getting this more aesthetically pleasing, to creating my DJ space, with lighting and maybe a couple of disco balls or two, and just really sharing the behind the scenes of what it takes. I also want to share the behind the scenes and the doubts and the struggles as I write my second book. 2 titles in work in progress right now, so I'll share that once I've locked in on the title, and also as I take my speaking business to the next level. Anything worth having takes time. Anything worth having takes a lot of work. And I want to share with you here the true story and the true moments of celebration and the moments of doubt. And also being here with you, it's going to hold me accountable to showing up. Because there's nothing worse than me showing up next week and going, well, I didn't really do anything this week. But when I can share, this is what I did, this is what was a win, this was easy, this was really challenging. And then anything I learn along the way, I'll share with you, hopefully give you the cliff notes. And at the end of each episode, I'm going to give you a question to ponder upon, and I'd love you to share below in the comments what comes up for you, and one commitment that I'm going to offer to myself to keep my business moving forward. What is it that I have to learn? And then next week, I will come back and let you know how well it went. Did I start? Did I stop? Where did I get hung up? What was the problem? So my commitment to you for next week is to have filmed the video, not on my phone, but on my camera. Hold on 1 second. Look at this beauty. This is more lens than I need. This is the Sony with the flip out screen, right? Got all the things that the vloggers are telling me to use. I finally put on the microphone. I did that yesterday. I've only owned this camera for 4 years. She'll be back, hold on. We should give her a name. Hold on, I'll be back. So my promise to you and to myself is to be filming next week's video on that camera. I've only had it for 4 years. It's time we take the dust off and actually use her. The question I want to offer to you this week is, what is one thing, small thing, let's start small. This is the first week in the new year. Don't get crazy now. What is one small thing you've been putting off because you think it's too late? It doesn't have to be big, but put it in the comments. And now, my question to you is, what would happen if it worked out better than you could possibly imagine? That's the question for this week. What if it worked out better than you could possibly imagine? Because your imagination is limited by the past, and you have yet to write your magnificent future. So cheers to creating a life where we remind each other that it is never too late and you are never too old to claim and create and remix a life that excites and energizes you. See you next week on the fancy camera.